The Cupid Pitch combos allow you to end on 3 negates if you're able to summon out Halqifibrax, but does require you to play 3 Garnets in your main deck. The combo starts off with any 2 monsters in the field with at least one of them being a tuner, where you then use both of them to go into Crystron Halqifibrax. Then you use its effect to special summon out specifically Deskbot 001 from your deck. Then you use those cards in order to link summon out Mecha Phantom Beast Auroradon, and you use its effect to summon 3 tokens to the field. This will activate the effect of Deskbot 001 in the graveyard, where it special summons itself if 2 or more machine monsters are summoned at the exact same time. Then you use Deskbot plus one of those tokens summoned by Auroradon in order to synchro summon out Cupid Pitch. Then you use the effect of Cupid Pitch in order to increase its level by 1 to 5 so you can use it for future synchro plays. Next, you activate the second effect of Auroradon in order to tribute your 2 remaining tokens in order to special summon out Mecha Phantom Beast Colt from your deck. When Colt is special summoned, it lets you special summon 2 tokens, which will then activate the effect of Deskbot from your graveyard again to come back out. Then you use one of your new level 3 tokens with your level 5 Cupid Pitch in order to synchro summon Borreload Savage Dragon, equipping Crystron Halqifibrax to your dragon so it gains 2 counters. Then you use the floating effect of Cupid Pitch in order to search out a monster with 600 defense from your deck, this being Creation Resonator. We then use the effect of Creation in your hand in order to special summon it since you control a level 8 synchro monster. Then you use the new level 7 Mecha Phantom Beast Colt and the Creation Resonator to synchro summon Baronne de Fleur. And finally, you use the remaining level 3 token and the Deskbot 001 to synchro summon out Herald of Arclight. And there you have it, 3 negates on board, all starting from a simple 2-card combo on the field, and 3 Garnets being in your main deck. Now, I know the Cupid Pitch combo is incredibly wordy and seems pretty complicated, but seeing as you do the exact same line of combos every time you do the combo, it's actually really simple once you get the hang of it. You don't really deviate from the formula too much unless you're playing some other kind of combos you want to go into, or if your opponent disrupts you at one of your points. But usually, they'll be able to disrupt you before you're able to get the combo going in the first place. Now, the cards necessary in order to accomplish this pretty lengthy combo are the 3 main deck monsters, Deskbot 001, Mecha Phantom Beast Colt and Creation Resonator. And the 6 extra monsters you need are Crystron Halqifibrax, Mecha Phantom Beast Auroradon, Cupid Pitch, Borreload Savage Dragon, Baronne de Fleur, and Herald of Arclight. So a pretty lengthy lineup of extract monsters, and of course running 3 main deck Garnets that you never want to draw into. Definitely means there's a lot of points in which you can screw up the combo if you simply draw the 3 Garnets from your deck. Although the Garnets required is basically the same amount as playing the DPE engine, so a lot of people opt to use this if they have any kind of tuners in their deck at all, and just accept the risk of running a handful of Garnets for the incredible payoff you can get from having those 6 extra deck monsters ready to go. So first up, let's go over the main monsters in the combo. Crystron Halqifibrax requires any 2 monsters, including the tuner monsters, as 2 materials, which can just be 2 tuner monsters. So if you have something like Deep Sea Diva to special summon another Deep Sea Diva from your deck, you can use both of them to go into Crystron Halqifibrax from 1 card in your starting hand. Then you use the effect of Crystron Halqifibrax to simply special summon a level 3 lower tuner monster from your hand or deck, but it can't activate its effect this turn. It also has another effect where it can banish itself during your opponent's main or battle phase to special summon a tuner synchro monster from your extra deck and treat it as a proper synchro summon, which isn't really used in this combo, but is sometimes useful for certain kinds of synchro decks, which you might run if you're playing the tuner monsters required to do this combo in the first place. Next up, we have Mecha Phantom Beast Auroradon. This card is currently banned in the TCG, so all of these combos is only really possible in Master Duel, because Crystron Halqifibrax is currently banned in the OCG as well. And what Auroradon does is it requires 2+ machine monsters as its materials, and when it's link summoned, you can special summon 3 Mecha Phantom Beast tokens, each one's level 3 and has no restrictions on what you can do with them. However, when you bring out Mecha Phantom Beast Auroradon, it does have the restriction where you cannot link summon for the rest of the turn, which doesn't matter because you just start only doing synchro plays once Auroradon comes out. Then Auroradon has 3 effects you can pick from based on the amount of cards you tribute for its cost. Or if you tribute 1, you get to destroy 1 card in the field. If you tribute 2 monsters, you can special summon a Mecha Phantom Beast monster from your deck, which is the effect you'll be using most of the time. And also, a special thing to note is that it does not allow you to special summon the monster from your hand, it's only the deck. So if you draw in 2 Mecha Phantom Beast Colt that's a huge detriment to the combo. And finally, if you tribute 3 monsters, you can add a trap card from your graveyard to your hand, an effect almost nobody ever uses, so people forget that Auroradon can even do this. Basically, Auroradon is only ever used to bring out 3 tokens, then special summon Colt from the deck, or use Mecha Phantom Beast O-Line if you're going for a less Garnet-filled combo and also play Master Duel, since Mecha Phantom Beast O-Line is banned in the TCG. However, just to note, the combo lines with Mecha Phantom Beast O-Line are different than the ones explained in this video, so you can't just slot it in as a replacement. Next up, we have Deskbot 001. This card really pulls all the combos together, as it's heavily used in pretty much every step of the way. It's a level 1 tuner, which has the effect where it gains 500 attack and defense for each machine-type monster you control. And then it has a graveyard effect, where if 2 or more machine monsters are special summoned at the exact same time, you can special summon this card from the graveyard. And its effect is not once per turn, which is definitely notable because you use the effect 2 times during the combo. And since Deskbot 001 itself is a machine-type monster, it combos perfectly with Crystron Halqifibrax in order to bring up Mecha Phantom Beast Auroradon. Next up, we have the main playmaker of this combo, and that's Cupid Pitch. This is a level 4 synchro monster which has the effect where when it's synchro summoned, you can choose to increase or decrease the level of this monster by the level of the tuner monster used for its summon. So in the case of this combo, where you're using the level 1 Deskbot 001, you can increase its level by 1 to make it level 5, which is perfect because Cupid Pitch is also a tuner monster. So you can use it as a level 5 monster plus one of the level 3 tokens in order to bring out a level 8 synchro monster, which there is a very powerful lineup of cards to go into. In addition to being able to change its level to a more agreeable level to work with the tokens on the field, it has an effect that if this synchro summon card is sent to the graveyard as a synchro material, you get to inflict damage to your opponent equal to the new synchro monster's level times 100. Then you can add a level 8 or lower monster with exactly 600 defense from your deck to your hand. And also, Cupid Pitch gains attack equal to its level times 400, which isn't super relevant because the card isn't really used for that effect. And since Cupid Pitch allows you to search out any monster that has exactly 600 defense, and of course is level 8 or lower, there's a wide range of cards you can actually search out. For this combo, we're specifically going into Creation Resonator, but you can also choose to go into Nemesis Corridor, which can be used in order to bring out Thunder Dragon Colossus. Although again, this is a combo only from Master Duel, where they have Thunder Dragon Colossus unbanned. Next up, we have Creation Resonator. This is a level 3 tuner monster, which has the effect where if you control a level 8 or higher synchro monster in the field, you can special summon this card from your hand. Normally, this card is not very good, but the fact that it has exactly 600 defense and is a tuner, and can special summon itself from your hand, is exactly why it's played in this combo. Then we have Mecha Phantom Beast Colt. This is the main deck Mecha Phantom Beast monster you'll be special summoning with Mecha Phantom Beast Auroradon. This card has the effect where if it's special summoned and you control another Mecha Phantom Beast monster, you get to special summon 2 Mecha Phantom Beast tokens, which are level 3 monsters with no stats. And additionally, Colt has a few effects that are shared amongst a lot of the other Mecha Phantom Beast main deck monsters, where its level is increased by the level of all Mecha Phantom Beast tokens you control, and while you control a token, it cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. Additionally, it has an effect where once per turn you can tribute 2 tokens you control in order to destroy 1 card your opponent controls and then banish it. The main use of Colt is the fact that it can special summon 2 tokens, so it can be used in order to proc Deskbot 001 to come back from the graveyard. And also its level increase is used after one of the tokens is removed from the field because with a single token out it becomes level 7, which makes it a more agreeable level for high level synchro monsters. Another popular target for Auroradon is Mecha Phantom Beast O-Lion, which can allow you to go into Borreload Savage Dragon, Herald of Arclight with Crystron Halqifibrax Auroradon combos if you don't want to have to add 1 extra Garnet to your deck, or play a few extra deck monsters in the form of Cupid Pitch or Baronne de Fleur. Though this video is going over the long form combo and not the short one that involves O-Lion, which again is only possible in Master Duel along with all this other stuff. This is basically a Master Duel video, or a historical video explaining how this used to be possible in the OCG and TCG. There's a reason they banned a lot of the cards involved in this combo. Next up, we have the first negate monster you go into, Borreload Savage Dragon. This is a level 8 synchro monster with generic materials that has the effect that when it's synchro summoned, you can equip a link monster from your graveyard to it, then place a number of counters on it equal to that monster's link rating. Where Borreload Savage Dragon gains attack equal to half the attack of the equipped monster, and gains an Omni Negate that's fueled by the counters it places on itself. Where if your opponent activates a card or effect, you can remove one of the counters in order to negate the activation. However, the negate of Borreload Savage Dragon does not also destroy the card, which is a thing to note when using negates properly, and you can only use the negate once per turn. Next up we have Baronne de Fleur. Veron is a level 10 synchro monster with generic materials, which has 3 effects. The first one is that on a soft once per turn, you can target any card in the field and destroy it, which is a really powerful effect to have for no cost, and that's not even the best effect of the card. Its second and best effect is its Omni Negate, where if a card or effect is activated, you can negate the activation, and if you do, destroy the card. However, this effect is once per turn total while it's face up on the field, kind of like a wind-up monster, where it doesn't reset during your opponent's turn or next turn, it's just a once and done effect. Which can be confusing if you're using the card for the first time because it does have a soft once per turn effect to target and destroy cards. However, even just having a single Omni Negate is pretty good, especially when attached to a monster who can also just pop cards every turn. And finally, it has another effect, which is rarely used, where during the standby phase you can special summon a level 9 or lower monster from your graveyard by returning Baronne to your extra deck. So if you want to reset the card back to your extra deck to have its negate live again later, it has a built-in way to do that. Although generically, just being able to destroy 1 card every turn is worth having the card stick around even if its negate is no longer available. And finally, we have the Herald of Arclight. This is a level 4 synchro monster with generic materials that has a light floodgate on the field, where any monster sent from the hand or main deck to the graveyard is banished instead, which can actually prevent some cards like hand traps or discard effects from taking place, because some of them require you to send cards to the graveyard specifically, like Forbidden Droplet. And more importantly, it has an Omni Negate, where if a spell, trap, or monster effect is activated, you can tribute the Herald of Arclight in order to negate the activation and destroy that card. And finally, if this card is sent to the graveyard in any way, you can add any ritual monster or ritual spell card from your deck to your hand. Now, you won't really be using this effect in this combo, but sometimes Herald of Arclight is played in the extra deck specifically to be sent to the graveyard in order to activate the search with cards like Diviner the Herald or Necroz's Kaleidoscope. And with that, we have all the cards in the combo, as well as the combo itself explained at the beginning of the video. Again, this is a pretty long combo, but it's basically the same time every time you do it. So once you learn its combo, you'll be able to do it in your sleep every other time. And since you're able to get out 3 negates on your field from just being able to get a tuner monster in the field plus any other monster, you can kind of see why a lot of the cards in this combo are banned in multiple other formats.